for a number of reasons for both of these teams. Eunited versus Sentinels. Game 1 here on Aquarius. It's capture the flag.
All right, of course, these players need no introduction. You see some big names on both sides of the stage, and as we said, this is our most stacked match of the day here on this broadcast. It's going to be Dynamo Nades right away going into the hands of Spartan.
3 dead, though, for Eunited. Camouflage in the hands of Royal 2 here, and it seemed like both teams had a little bit of a trade-off as far as kills went in those opening moments. Pretty much everyone was taken down outside of Spartan and Royal 2. But the good news is, if you're Sentinels and you're a Sentinels fan, that you have got that power up in your hands. And Royal 2 is one of the best in the game at positioning himself and playing sneaky with this power up.
Sneaky and patient, finds King Nick as the first one. It's very well done. Also knows that there's a Rain hiding in the back of the closet as well, and he really has taken his time with this camo. It's all but gone now, and eventually does get double teamed to go down.
Yeah, that was the firing squad coming in from Eunited there, just melting Royal 2 as his head peeked around that corner. And already notice here, everybody watching at home, like we talked about, Eunited are just constantly flooding that Dynamo's side of the map, and already the Dynamo Nade's doing work. A Snakebite is just trying to play his life.
Yeah, really ticking him there around the corner. Maybe did not expect to get tagged by that. It's going to be a battle of Snakebite versus Spartan. Spartan will win that one. But really the exciting thing here is we do have this Eunited run coming in on set. Hold that thought, because this flag's already in the closet.
Frosty, last player who can really have an impact here. 2 players are going to be stacked up on top of that flag. King Nick versus Frosty. A little bit of help comes in from Rain to take him down. However, has Frosty bought enough time for his team to get across the map? It doesn't look like he has. So it's going to be Eunited who are going to stamp the first flag in here. 1-0 to EU.
And they'll strike first. A few players standing out. Rain with 4 kills. Also Royal 2 with 4 kills on the other side of the board. But I was going to say right before that, Cap goes into Eunited. Was just this is really a question of, is Eunited capable of playing above a placement that they have historically as 4 players? And has Sentinels hit their form yet? And that really, I think this series is going to be the one that tells us that. And whichever team advances here certainly is going to be feeling good going into tomorrow.
Rain will finally find the death screen, because it's been a great start to the game for him. Currently sat at 5-2. You saw the killing spree popping up as well. Second camouflage of the game, though, is going over to Sentinels. This time it will be Frosty who has it in his hands. A couple of battle rifle shots onto King Nick inside of the flag, but you can already see for the first time really that Eunited have been forced out here on the plant side.
Ooh, unfortunate there. Maybe a little bit of miscommunication, because Frosty actually sees Snakebite get back-whacked there, and the fact that he had a player on screen. So maybe just a little bit of miscommunication from the Sentinel side. Surprised to see that.
Lethal trying to survive and play his life for now, and he manages to buy a few extra seconds. However, Rain picking up that kill is going to allow Eunited now to move this once again on the Dynamo side of the map. A couple of nades going to be coming in. Ryan taken down. Frosty's going to have an important battle here, but he was weak, and Rain, recognizing the situation, once again have got this all the way back to his closet. Royal 2 is alive, but again, it's 2 players alive. Royal 2 takes down 1. Lethal will fall as well. And the flag is now down inside of the generator. So Eunited might be desperate to get a touch on this. Really big win here for Snakebite, though, to keep that flag away and get it back home.
As Ryan knew, the last player, Sentinels doing everything they can to get that flag back home. And my God, did the heat wave ever look just insane in the back. You can still see it. The heat wave is still bouncing around. I think that's the same shot that took place 30 seconds ago, as they're still bouncing around the map, able to pick up that one. So we'll stay at 1-0 just like that. But one thing I want to point out based on that play on set is you're seeing both teams, we talked about this earlier, pull the flag when they don't necessarily have numbers. And that's going to create a very exciting game here. Teams are not looking to overslay and then pull. They're trying to run this flag even with only 1 or 2 dead.
Look at the cover fire for Royal 2, though. Sentinels have got that flag moving. They've got that flag back to their gen. Frosty's inside the gen. It looks like Ryan realizes the situation, recognizes this is going to be tough. But look at this. Rain has managed to sneak behind enemy lines as 2 do fall down for Sentinels, and that's going to be a return coming in for Eunited.
Wow, and we didn't see exactly what happened over there in that closet, but like you said, Rain able to stay alive and with some help across the map. There's a reason that Eunited was shooting all the way across the map like that, closet to closet, just because they knew that they had Rain in position. So as we see once again, ooh, it's another pull there, but actually coming in pretty quickly. That's Frosty that turns around with the heat wave in the back pocket, but we're continuing to see a little bit of unorthodox and pretty frantic flag pulls here, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but these teams just need to be ready to support.
Flag has been returned here for Eunited, so Sentinels are going to be trying to once again mount an assault on the base. Heatwave in the hands of Frosty, just trying to patrol around the closet side of the map. King Nick taken down, doesn't quite manage to do the damage you would have wanted to on that player across map, but still playing his life here. Frosty, Ryan will be around the corner, but Rain will be behind him where he cannot see him. That blind spot being the reason that Frosty couldn't turn that one into a kill. Rain now up with that heat wave in his hands, manages to pick one up with the assistance of a teammate. 2 now down for Sentinels as Eunited once again make an assault on this side of the map.
Yeah, Eunited doing well on the scoreboard in terms of flags, and also right now, as you see on the top left, in kills as well right now. Spartan the standout, but Rain only one behind with 11 kills as well.
2 players alive here for Sentinels, and both of them trapped in the back of the base. And you can see that that flag is going to be moving. That flag, there's no one to contest it going home as well. A sneaky cap coming in from Eunited. It's 2-0 here, and Sentinels, I mean, you say they're on the back foot here, Andy. That couldn't be truer.
That really couldn't. Great performance there, and really what we saw is the writing was on the wall. It was complete top mid control for the side of Eunited, making it look too easy. They continue that run. They bring it all the way back home. Ryan Noob also flies back in with the heat wave, hits the 2-tap, and he's looking for more.
Looking across the stats at the moment, Rain's still going off. He is 13-6 at the moment as Ryan Noob is finally taken down. Royal 2 will be taken down as well by Rain. So Rain continues to have a fantastic first half of this game, and as we have around 6 minutes or so left in the game, if he can continue this kind of slaying and Eunited can continue this kind of pressure, all the pressure falls now mentally onto Sentinels. Down by 2, they're gonna have to start to rally soon.
They are, and let's see what Snakebite could do with this camo. It's a pretty big moment in the game with 5:30 left, and gonna try to get something going for this team. Try to establish just a little bit of control, because we really have not seen that yet for Sentinels.
Rain spotted him out. Here comes Ryan Noob, and oh, the troops have been assembled here for Eunited. Rain's trying to do a little bit of damage as well. Snakebite stays alive for now, but Eunited doing a good job to hold defensively there, just waiting for that camouflage to disappear, and that's something we're seeing teams more and more do when that camouflage is in play.
Certainly a very good job by Eunited. The fact that they spotted out the camo there first really spelled disaster for the side of Sentinels, and Snakebite trying to stay alive in the back of the base, maybe get some help from Royal 2 here to continue that run.
2 did fall momentarily there for Eunited, so this is a chance to get it in the closet. If he can manage to do so, or throw it off to a teammate who can get it moving, there's an opportunity here to win that flag battle and get it across the map. Spartan, though, speaking of wins, managed to take down Snakebite there, tries to relocate his reticle onto Frosty, who's just sliding and causing a distraction. Spartan is going to try the jump up to top middle. Rain picks up 1, but Royal 2's got that one back in the gen. Snakebite giving some cover from the courtyard at the moment. Royal 2, last player alive, though, and now he's taken down. The flag is stopped right on the mark, right on the flag stand here. And Eunited make a heroic last second play.
We didn't get to see, but it was Nick on the flag stand there. He had a ton of help, but the team works so well together. They stop that on the flag stand, just like you say. It will stay 2-0, and now Eunited thinking about a third run here. They're already at mid-map.
4 minutes 10 left on the clock. Spartan picking up a kill onto Frosty means it's a 4v3 for them while they're running this. So if you take the flag runner out of the equation, it was 3v3 across the map. So United just needed to trade out kills. Lethal, though, sneaking behind the base, but King Nick picks up a big double. Almost gets the stick on Frosty top middle, but Rain is going to have the chance to run this in. Frosty desperately trying to stop this flag moving. Snakebite trying to work with him. The thrust comes in as well as the flag is put home. 3-0 now to United.
Wow, Ryan Noob with that thrust cap did it so fast, made sure that that thing went in. It goes to 3-0 now, just like you say, but it maintains top mid control at a camo grab for Frosty. If he could stay here, he could be pretty sneaky with this, and they should be able to convert if Frosty plays this well.
Unless Eunited can go huge again on the defensive side. Last minute stops have been the name of the game for them, and here comes Spartan. He's on the flank, and he's going to get this one out the window. He also has the sidekick. Couple of nades are going to be going down. He's going to be hopping on that re, doubling up on that re. Snakebite, though, comes in and gets the double kill. Frosty with the camo on the other side. He's trying to make a move in to see if he can secure that return. The flag goes home, and that's going to be 3-1 now. Sentinels showing some life.
Frosty will get a trade there in the back of the base. Would have liked to have stayed alive, but he ends it with a killing spree. 3 minutes left. Now just a 2-flag game, and finally we see Sentinels on the board here. It's another win in the corner from Snakebite.
Final Monet goes down. 2 players trying to push up onto the flag. King Nick trying to get some shots across as now the assault is going to come in. 3 players from Eunited stuck in the back of the base. Frosty's trying to do what he can from top middle just to call those players out, do what damage he can. And until that damage is done here, Sentinels are going to be a little bit trapped. This is a big defensive play coming in. Lethal says, I'm bored away and I'm flying in right now, and picks up the double. That's the opening they need.
Huge play, just like you said. That's the opening they were looking for, and it's a great thrust pull as well from Lethal. Look how much distance he already travels across the map. He's already at the halfway line. They should be able to bring this one in as well, as long as they maintain control of their flag.
Camo coming up in around 5 seconds as well, so there might be an opportunity here for Sentinels, not just to put this flag in, but pick up power-ups and maybe think about going back-to-back. Just 2 minutes left on the clock, though, for Sentinels. They need to make this camo count.
Frosty with the camo again. Here we are, 3-2, 2 minutes left in the game. This is the exact matchup we were hoping for between these two titans as they try to go toe-to-toe and find out who's going to come out and stay in winner's bracket as we head into tomorrow as well. Not a lot of time, though, for the side of Sentinels.
Snakebite needs to win this and does win this as well. He'll stay alive. Royalty will pick up another one, even though it's traded out almost immediately. King Nick trying to rotate back to his base. King Nick is going to pick up the kill as well onto Snakebite. 2 players now fall for Sentinels. Lethal has pressure on his shoulders, but that pressure has been released because Frosty's picked up a double kill. If he can clean up this kill on Rain, there's a chance for Sentinels to get this flag moving and maybe look to tie up this game.
Yeah, Lethal being very careful here. Knows he has to take his time on this pull. Lets his shield recharge fully. He's going to toss bottom middle. We talked about this toss and now try to slay in the back of the base.
Dynamo grenade is going to be massive, though. That's going to take a lot of damage into Spartan shields. Ryan Oob, oh, that's a big win from Ryan Oob. Getting rid of Lethal is vital to stopping this run. Spartan's going to be weak as well. Royal 2 is going to find him, though, with the beatdown, and only 50 seconds left on the clock. Can they get a touch on this flag? Can they get things moving? King Nick versus Royal 2. There'll be a trade, but where is that flag? I'm pretty sure the Sentinels have it in hands, but it's only Frosty alive.
Yeah, Frosty, last player alive. Look at that. Where is Snakebite is the question. You can just see on your screen he's the last player alive for just a second as that flag looks like going to be returned. It'll be back to base now. 30 seconds left. They need to pull.
Everyone trapped in the base from Sentinels on respawn as well, so this is looking like Eunited will be able to take this game number 1. Everybody from Sentinels is desperate to OE, and Rain is recognizing that situation and just thinking, hey, I can get that flag moving. I can get things rolling for my team should that flag start moving, but I love this decision-making coming in. Absolutely huge. 8 seconds now on the clock as time is just slipping through the fingers of Sentinels.
Yeah, Rain does so well to just stay alive instead. You see there's going to be a death on the flag there as we see the clock tick to 0. That should be it. Yes, indeed. 3-2 in favor of Eunited. That's our game number 1.
Eunited pick up the first game of the series. Spartan, King Nick, Rain and Ryan, I've got to say, very impressive. That's a game type I think does favor them. Sentinels just couldn't find the early footing, Andy. It took them a while to get going. And I think the first 50% of that game was all Eunited. They were just a little bit more objectively efficient than Sentinels were in the second.
Yeah, Sentinels is just going to wish they had the first half of that game back. I mean, look at the second half in terms of top mid control, in terms of camo control. We'll take a look at some stats as well here as Spartan on top of the board, tied with Rain on his side in terms of 21 kills apiece. It's also Snakebite and Royal 2 on the other side with 22 and 21 respectively.
We'll look at the damage in just a few seconds as well, but you look at the slaying performances, no huge standout.
Who starts to have angles from rockets and starts to challenge grapple on OS. This really is an opening strategy on set that's all about establishing position. You need to win these first few shots against a player so that you can run that sight line, so that you can run that angle and start to create a situation where your team has a little bit more freedom, a little bit more movement.
Well, here we go then. Eunited versus Sentinels, second game of our best of 3. And the opening strategy is something that we've been focusing on for quite some time. And at the start, it's going to be kills exchanged between both of the teams. Frosty on the flank is going to pick up 2, though. Royal 2 will fall as well. 3-2 the score. Double kill here is going to be for Frosty, as we just mentioned. Ryan, who manages to trade that out, but the overshield has gone into the hands of Sentinels here. That's massive for them. Snakebite has that double layer to work with.
Yeah, pretty even off the break, but I gotta say 5-3 now in favor of Sentinels with that overshield. We can call them the victors of that opening strat, and they actually had a really nice flank. Frosty came all the way around Rocket's side bottom middle. Eunited sent at least 3 players bottom mid double doors. Sentinels were ready for that. That gives them this early lead and the overshield.
It does. I think the Rockets are still up though. No one's managed to control them, but look at this flank here from Snakebite. Decided to re-challenge. Now he's going to have an angle onto Spartan as well. We'll pick up 2 now. That's a killing spree off the break here. So the perfect start for Snakebite. 5-0. The captain now starting to step up for Sentinels.
And this is what you want to see if you're a Sentinels fan. This is honestly what you've probably been waiting to see. As we said, this is a world championship team, top caliber. They've been known as some of the best in the world, if not the best in the world, many times during the last decade of Pro Halo, and they're starting to step up here in this game number 2.
Frosty going to be taken down, though. 10-5 the score, so Sentinels with a very, very solid start. Like we mentioned, doubling up on the score of Eunited, plus they have those rockets. So Lethal has the ability here to just hold down areas of the map and make sure that if anyone does try and make a little sneaky play, that he's going to be able to shut it down with the big boom booms. But Ryan Noob is pushed up on their hut at the moment. You can see how Sentinels are playing set up across the map. They're just trying to play a defensive stand around this balcony area.
Well, that's exactly what you need to do. Overshield popping in 10 seconds. That's where all eyes are going to be. Right now, the map is split just a bit, and it's going to be a tough one just because you do have a player that's in hut. This will be interesting, but all eyes on the overshield right now.
Yeah, Snakebite was trying to make a play there bottom middle to create some space, and unfortunately it didn't come off. I like the idea, but unfortunately the execution not quite there. Speaking of execution, that's how you pick yourself up the second overshield of the game. The first one for Eunited, grappled into the chest now of King Nick. He's going to pop it early, has the Mangler as well.
And expect to see that more and more at the top level. I think everyone was expecting to see that over time. You know, in the first week or two of competitive Halo Infinite, we saw players that were grabbing the overshield, just getting kills. You're going to see the grapple be pivotal and crucial for those power-up grabs more and more the further we go into competitive Halo Infinite. Nice little grapple Mangler play from King Nick.
Yeah, King Nick just put together everything you need to see from the sandbox, everything we've been talking about since we started mentioning all of the different things you can pick up on Halo Infinite to give yourself every single advantage. You saw the spike grenade initially to take down Frosty, then you saw a dynamo grenade to do some damage, then you saw him pick up the overshield. All of these things working together. And of course the Mangler for close range battles. He's going to be the king of this little rocket castle. There's Snakebite. He had a Mangler as well, but he did not have the jump onto King Nick.
I just say amazing moment there to see the little grapple of the rockets as well. Going to snag those as well, and just really putting on a clinic, like you said, of how to use the equipment to keep yourself out of harm's way while grabbing things like the overshield and rockets. And it's those little difference makers to make sure he doesn't take damage. They're going to make the difference. But one thing I also want to point out, nice little Hail Mary rocket across the map as well. But it's so refreshing to see no hit markers on those grenades that he was throwing on rocket side, because it didn't give him the information that would have been a free kill for his team. Instead, he has to work through the decisions with the team. But just like that, 2-kill game.
2-kill game, as you say. Lethal trying to stay alive for now, but lots of frag grenades breaking around him. The ceramic is filling up those headphones as it explodes around his feet, but it doesn't take his life for now. Half shields at the moment. Little challenge going to be coming in, but there's that Dynamo Knight. It's chaining all sorts of problems. 2 players, 4 Dynamos once again, the difference maker, and now we're tied up at 17 apiece.
That's just like that. Now a little bit of a lead here for the Eunited side, and they're going to be waiting on that overshield as well. It's going to be a pop for Ryan Noob, so a more traditional, conventional grab for them as they win the battle down at overshield, and now they wait for the Sentinel spawns in the back of the base. You see all 4 players there towards the rocket side back base.
I like this as well. You can see the grapple past the tree house to maybe try and be a little bit of bait for Ryan Noob there. They don't get any information on where Sentinels are for now, but Snakebite unfortunately is going to be caught out and fighting a overshielded Ryan Noob, which is a difficult fight to win at the best of times. Lethal trying to survive at the moment, and look at how United are set up here, Andy, completely controlling the inside of the map.
And making sure so clearly not to overextend. Look, when they get into tree, they just watch these angles. They did not push past tree. Same with bar. They went into bar, they got 1 kill, they leave. They're just holding this line. They're not interested in overextending or pushing the issue too much. Instead, they're just holding down the exact angles they know they need to hold.
Ryan just trying to find some bodies at the moment to fire that BR on, and they're all going to be stacked up as Sentinels do take down Ryan Noob. Maybe a little bit of impatience coming in from Ryan Noob just for a few seconds. Dynamo grenades are going to be ticking once again here for King Nick, who's had a pretty good start to this game, 8-4, so very nice looking KD to start things off. However, there's some grenades being thrown at him. He caught that one in the face. 2 down on either side at the moment as Snakebite is involved in a battle around that overshield.
Got to give credit to Sentinels there. They were patient, and as you said, surprising to see maybe a bit of impatience from the side of Eunited to make that rocket side push from Ryan Noob. Usually a player that makes the right decision 9 out of 10 times. Unfortunately for him, on that one, happens to get caught off, but just like that, it will stay a 1-kill game.
Oh, Rain's going to win that one, though, against Frosty. I think Frosty might be thinking, hey, I want that one back, and the opportunity to maybe fire instead of throw that grenade. Rain saw the opportunity in front of him and managed to pick the kill up. And now Rain has that Bulldog to play with as well. Little things like that not going your way can start to escalate if you're not careful. 24-24, make that 25-25 though, as both teams neck and neck halfway through this layer.
Yeah, when you hear that halfway through and music, and also halfway to victory, VO kick in. It's not always that the game is tied up neck and neck, but just like that, we have these 2 teams so close to one another, as Rain's gonna have to drop down to get away from that spike nade of his own, and it's just like that, still a 1-kill game between these 2 sides.
1-kill game, but Spartan picking up a double is gonna open up the map here. Spartan picks up another. Lethal manages to trade it out. And with those kills coming in from Spartan, look who's managed to get hold of the rockets, and look who's managed to get hold of a grapple as well. Snakebite on the receiving end of both of those things combining, and this has been an exhibition in this game from King Nick about how to use use the sandbox and how to pick up kills in all sorts of ways here on Bazaar.
Oh, he's gonna grapple right back in, not afraid to challenge, and actually somehow comes out of this alive while still doing damage across the map. King Nick showing off just how much you could do with that grapple. It lets you get away with plays that would have otherwise taken so long and most times even been impossible.
30 kills to 29 right now between these two. And just a reminder, the Sentinels are 1-0 down in the series. They need to win this game. So you can imagine the adrenaline and the pressure that is on them. But speaking of pressure, pressure makes diamonds as Spartan picks up 2 dynamo grenades inside of the hut. That's going to be 3 dead here for Sentinels. And Ryan Uber, a couple of extra bullets. You know that Ryan's feeling himself when you're seeing a little bit of activity on a dead body.
Certainly, Ryan Noob not afraid to shoot bodies historically, and he's doing it again here. Hopefully for his side, if you're a fan of Eunited, not too soon, as it's still just 34-30, a 4-kill game here, and really could go either way. These next few overshells going to be pretty pivotal to determining this game.
The way this game's gone, though, and how close it's been, a 4-kill difference. That's Sentinels having the pressure on their shoulders to pick up a full team wipe, and with Rain hitting cross-map shots like that, it's going to be even more difficult. He's got the Bulldog, and he needs to win this battle, but he's not going to. He gets taken down. 2 do fall for Sentinels, though. And it's still a 4-kill game with just 4 minutes left. Overshield up as well.
Bulldog going to go in the hands of Snakebite. Also sees that overshield grab. That goes to Ryan Noob. What Ryan does here really could impact this game. It's still only a 4-kill game. How successful Ryan is with this could really impact who closes this one out.
Look at the scavenging, though. He's gone all the way across the map to pick up the grapple, also to work with a teammate. And now they're going to be flying down bottom middle to try and take hold of the kill that's escaping them, which is Snakebite, who does manage to scarper away for now. But with that overshield pickup, it's just opened up the map now for Eunited. Lethal picks up 1 onto Spartan, though. Ryan Noob would trade it out, and now they cross that 40-kill mark. A 6-kill difference between these two teams.
That's a big swing, and it's a great use of the overshield grapple. Like you said, Lethal and Sentinels able to get a few kills that maybe they shouldn't have been able to eke out if Eunited was playing perfect Halo, but still, Eunited playing that advantage so well right now. And like you said, establishing a pretty big gap. It's going to be difficult for Sentinels to come back. And those nades, though, are coming right back down to Ryan.
They're starting raining nades here for Ryan Noob, unfortunately. He was the one who caused the precipitation. Nick picks up 1. King Nick, that's a big kill. Rockets coming up as well. This could be the opportunity here to close things out for Eunited. If they can get their hands on them, then they might just have the option of knocking Sentinels down to that lower bracket a lot earlier than they would have wanted to. Rain has the boomsticks. He also has the kill in his sights. And I tell you what, Rain has the chance to close this out. They now just need 5.
Yeah, this is a great run from them, and they can look, to be honest, way too easy with the control of that rocket launcher as well. And Rain gonna pop a few more shots in the back, but doing exactly what you'd want to see a player do with rockets. Looked like Sentinels was just a bit late there. You also have Ryan Noob here with the Bulldog.
Seen some crazy comebacks in Halo Infinite. However, this is another one that we'll have to see. Snakebite somehow manages to survive and pick up the kill onto King Nick. So a big play from PJ, as the game is still somewhat on a knife edge, even with Eunited in the position they are. You know that Royal 2 is going to be hunting. Picks up 1. Frosty going to be taken down as well. Bulldog kill at the top from Ryan Noob. They're now within 3 kills of knocking Sentinels down.
It's a big win up top. Rockets had that knock on that way. That could have been a very different end to this game. 48, only 2 more to go.
Ryan Noob still recognizing the game situation. Rain is on that overshield as well. If he manages to pick that up, that would be the end of the dream for Sentinels of staying in the winner's bracket. And it is Eunited take down their rivals in Sentinels, sending them down to the elimination bracket. It was a nervy win, Andy, but it was one that ends up in the history books as a 2-0.